Hello, this is Clean Coach Carly. I am the staff nutritionist for Healthy Habits Living. Today I'm telling you about your microbiome and what you can do to strengthen your health by strengthening your microbiome. Well, first of all, what is your microbiome? It's all the probiotics and the bad biotics that live inside of you. Probiotics are a huge topic right now, as is your microbiome. So I want to take you back about 15 years ago. I was just starting my health journey and I was working in a health food store. And one of the reps came in trying to sell me on a new product. And I was like, okay, well, what is it? I'm always happy to learn something new. And she said, well, I have this amazing new probiotic and it's not like anything you've ever seen. And I was like, well, okay, that sounds like a sales pitch. Then she proceeded to tell me about Dr. Ohhira's essential formulas. And I have to say, she was right. It was like nothing I had ever heard about. In fact, it was so unique. There was nothing like it on the market at the time. And there still isn't anything like it 15 years later. Well, what makes it so unique? It's the only probiotic that is made from fermented foods. Now, all the other probiotics, although they're very good and helpful and useful, they are made from isolates that are grown in a lab. Dr. Ohhira's is different. It is made from a fermented stew of about 92 different foods, including herbs and mushrooms and root vegetables and water that literally comes from a clear stream flowing out of the mountains. I know it kind of sounds like a fairy tale, and it is a little bit of a fairy tale. Dr. Ohhira himself won the Goosey Peace Prize, which is the Japanese version of the Nobel Peace Prize, because he was so dedicated to fermentation and probiotic research during his lifetime. He's since passed away. He also did some research and wrote some papers about using probiotics to improve farming techniques. So he was a very, very gifted man. So he created these two probiotic formulas. Now, they are basically the same raw ingredients and same foods. However, the green one, which is the 3-year version, is only fermented for 3 years, whereas the blue box is fermented for 5 years, and this is the professional and stronger version that you can only get from a practitioner. Now, these are both sample sizes, so you won't see these kinds in the store, but this is what the boxes look like. So besides being made out of whole foods, which is very unique, it's also naturally fermented, which also makes it very unique. So they ferment this stew of probiotics and foods for the probiotics to feed on. All the while they play Mozart in the background to set the right vibration or vibe or resonance. So that's an added benefit. I've seen pictures of the location where they do the fermenting, and it's very sterile and very clean and also very interesting. It's on my bucket list to go and visit Dr. Ohhira's maintenance area where they're growing this beautiful probiotic, because it truly is a living, vibrant food that can nourish your microbiome. So a little bit more about Dr. Ohhira's. So it's made from food. We know that makes it unique, but it also includes prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics. So I call it the power of 3. So prebiotics are actual foods or types of fiber that feed probiotics so that they can grow and multiply and stay in your gut. So Dr. Ohhira's has those prebiotics. It has, of course, the probiotics, and it has the postbiotics. What are postbiotics? Postbiotics are what bacteria, good bacteria, make and supply to your colon. So for example, some types of bacteria create butyrate or butyric acid, which we know is very good for our immune systems and our metabolism. Well, we can rely on our body to make that for us, which we need to, but we also have the added benefit of getting that inside of our probiotics with Dr. Ohhira's. So we have those prebiotics, which feed our probiotics, and the postbiotics, which are the after effects or the after nutrients of the probiotics. Those are the main points as to what makes Dr. Ohhira's so unique. I want to tell you a little bit how to take them, when to take them. So for most people, I recommend just the regular 3-year formula. That's the green box. And you only have to take 1 capsule. And when should you take it? Well, you can take it anytime, because The capsules are designed to withstand your stomach acid. You can see that they are a dark and a fairly thick capsule. Now, a lot of other probiotics on the market, they don't withstand your stomach acid. So basically, you take the probiotic, your stomach acid eats up the capsule and kills the probiotics. Dr. Ohhira's, on the other hand, that capsule will not deteriorate until it reaches the small intestine. So you can take the probiotic anytime because it'll withstand your stomach acid. I prefer to take it on an empty stomach so that I don't have to worry about competing for absorption with any of my other foods. So you can either take it first thing in the morning or right before you go to bed at night. And like I said, 1 capsule is the dose. Now, if you've had a flare-up in some symptoms, especially GI symptoms, then of course I'm going to recommend that you take 2 or 3 for a couple days. On the other hand, if you're somebody who has chronic digestive problems, which is me, I'm in that boat, I recommend the stronger formula. Okay, so it's fermented for 5 years, so it just has a higher probiotic count. And the dose on this one is also still 1 capsule. And if you get a flare-up in symptoms, of course, I recommend that you take 2 or more. So that is Dr. Ohhira's main 2 formulas. But as you might know, he has a couple of other formulas that are newer. The Regactive line has an interesting probiotic called ME3. ME3 makes glutathione for you once it's in your body. That's amazing because your body is responsible for making glutathione. And it seems like we're always short on glutathione, especially if you're suffering from a chronic illness or if you have a high stress lifestyle, which most of us do. So the Regactive probiotics contain ME3. Once you take that, it makes glutathione for you in your body. Now, I recommend that maybe going back and forth between the essential formulas and the Regactive formulas, or for specific conditions where you need extra glutathione. So that, in a nutshell, is Dr. Ohhira and his wonderful, amazing formulas. If you want to stay on the forefront of your health and especially your immune system, taking a high-quality probiotic is one of those necessities. And I would say Dr. Ohhira's is the top of my list for the most beneficial and full-spectrum probiotic around. And of course, you can buy these products on my website at healthyhabitsliving.com. And anytime you purchase something from us, I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have about the ingredients or how to take it. As always, at Healthy Habits Living, we are here to help you get healthy so that you can stay healthy and be healthy.